Rob and Clint are one and the same. The only difference is Rob thinks from his heart and Clint thinks from his brain and his pocket. Or should we say he thinks with his penis. So at the end of the day, it's just not a situation where though they're both the same person, just divided two different ways.
But you know what's funny to me? I do believe that somewhat Clint loves Phallon.
No, I think he does too.
But he has issues.
But you know what I think?
Yeah, I always thought it was more than he was just like a nymphomaniac. I felt like he would be a person where when I said, if somebody told me he was a hoe, I would break him down. It wouldn't be like, he's just a hoe. It's like, something about him is not right. Like, there's some kind of self-esteem issue or there's something he's feeding off of this, but yeah, it's a bigger issue.
I think he's truly a DL man.
But I think that the issue is deeper because of
he's
Phallon.
really in denial.
I think the issue really is Phallon, because I think Phallon deep down inside has her own self-esteem issues and her own problems, and that's why she's always so commanding and always so in control.
Because of her father.
Because of her father. And
correct.
Then when you're dealing with a man like Clint, there's certain personality traits about Clint that may remind her of her father that she does not like. So yes, she may love Clint, but deep down inside, it's a deep-rooted issue with Phallon.
Well,
and if I was to read it, you would think that she
later on down the line, I have my role already. I have my scene. Later on down the line, you will get to know what's going on with Phallon. Because everyone has a past.
Yeah. So I feel like based on the two people that they are, it makes a lot of sense why they're going through what they're going through. Because if we're looking at somebody with a problem with sex, he needs his ego stroked a lot in order for him to even be monogamous or considerate. The moment that he feels insecure, he's going to look for it somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. With such a demanding woman, someone who seems to not be pleased easily and very easy to tick, he could give up and be like, you know, I'm going to be with her. The money's already there. I do love her, but in order for me to be happy in this relationship, I'm going to get what I'm not getting from her elsewhere. And not one person would spread.
So does he love Ashton?
I don't think he loves anybody but himself and a little bit of his wife.
I think Clint loves his wife. I just think
he loves a little bit of his wife.
I think he loves his wife. Of anybody, I think he has more emotions for his wife than anybody else. But she just beats him down a lot.
So does he love the sex with Ashton?
I think he does.
Yes. He just loves sex.
I think he's genuinely bisexual.
Okay.
But I don't think that is the issue with Clint. It's just his messiness that makes his bisexuality become the issue.
So what is Clint's thing with Eve?
Eve was beautiful, and she was easily manipulated. So I got her. She's somebody who depends on me, whereas I'm dependent on Phallon. Eve depends on me.
So he's
thinking what he's missing.
Yeah.
But
see,
I look at that differently though, because I look at the Eve as an opportunity to get Phallon mad, because it's almost like, okay, you got me being the peon of the company, I'm doing all this mid-level bullshit, I'm gonna fuck your best friend, so that this way by the time it gets back to you, you'll be salty, like you'll be gay.
But you gotta remember, Eve, you have to remember, Eve wouldn't have nothing she has. Everything that they have, he has, and Eve has is because of Phallon. Phallon made it possible for Eve to have a model.
And also Eve has a secret we always see in the last.
Yeah.
That's all.
And Eve lets Clint be a man.
Right.
She lets him be a man. She calls him daddy sometimes. She laughs with him. She lets him be a man.
And even when they disagree, she seems submissive. When she's coming back at him, it's more of a whine than it is a yell. There's no bass in her voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's be straight with me. What's going on? It's not you know what I mean?
So do y'all think that
she doesn't demasculate him the way
Clint married a boss.
Clint married a man?
That's what he did. He married a boss. If you want to call him a man, you call him a man.
Clint married a man.
Clint married a boss, and he can't handle it.
Okay.
Some men like boss women. Some men can't handle boss women.
But do you think just for a second that maybe Phallon is the reason why Clint may have always had Clint might have had the curiosity there, and because of Fallon's ways, it pushed Clint into the arms of another man?
I don't think that no woman can push a man into the arms of another man. You already want to go into that arm.
But
a woman can't push you.
You can't push your man away though.
She can push you away, but she can't push you to the arms of a woman or a man.
No.
But if you were man, if he's looking at you as a female, but you have that strong, powerful, masculine traits, and it could already be something tampered with.
I don't think Phallon has masculine traits.
No, masculine.
I think that she has powerful traits. She's nowhere near aggressive.
You don't think Phallon's aggressive?
Not aggressive like a man.
You don't think so?
It's just powerful.
In the corporate world, you are very masculine.
Masculine, yes.
Listen, when you run a Fortune 500 company, you have to have a backbone because you
but she
get
doesn't know how to let that go in her marriage. she doesn't know how to split the two words. In the marriage, she doesn't know how to back up and let her man be the man. She's so used to ruling and being the boss.
Okay. No, let's lay off Clint. Damo, who plays the character Brandon. Yo, what? Okay, Brandon, you was missing the last episode. A lot of people loved the scene with you and Jabril, played by Kenyon O'Brien. Why do you think people connected with that scene so much?
Honestly, why? I'm not quite sure.
That's why I was laughing.
I mean, because I'm really, I see Brandon moving on, and so to speak, and so to see that people still want us. Actually, I've heard more apart. I've heard more being with Rob than staying with Jabril.
I think I heard that before, but after that episode, it shifted.
It shifted a whole lot.
I think that people
a lot of people love that scene with them.
People can relate to that. Like that's real.
Yeah, me and you spoke about that.
Yeah, like
still love you, and they,
Wait.
you know.
Like you can still love somebody and know they ain't shit, but that's your shit. That's your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think we should
Right,
relate
that's
to
true. I have to agree with that.
I think it was more of an emotional breakthrough. It was the first time that people saw Jabril actually remorseful. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of, it was like a tug of war. Like he hated him, but he loved him and he didn't want him to go. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what resonated with viewers so much because, like Jacen said,
It's real.
it was real. It was a real moment.
That's what happens.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody gets cheated on and says, "Oh fuck him," and actually moves on and don't think about it.
Yeah.
No matter whether you leave him alone or not, it's gonna hurt, and it hurts bad. You know what I mean? So
up to you. Would you want Brandon? Do you think Brandon should give Jabril another chance? Would Damo give him another chance? You would give him another chance.
hopeless romantic.
Not even about the money because he didn't even know about
the money, right?
You know what I'm saying? So Damo would.
But the crazy
But you think
I think
Brandon?
Brandon would.
Christina
You have to wait.
would give.
So Carlos, what direction do you feel like they should go into?
Not a chance.
Jabril and
Brandon.
They will be in each other's lives for season 2. I'm not going to say in what capacity because they'll be giving too much away. But Brandon and Jabril will be taking baby steps. I'll say that. But things will happen that will kind of derail those baby steps. But they'll be kind of in each other's lives.
Okay, and this question is to each of y'all. If y'all could play another character on the show with your own twist, who would it be?
With your own twist, what do you mean?
Like,
If you could
your own
play
spin on it.
with your own spin on it, if you could play another character on the show.
I would be Ashton.
Okay.
I just don't think that Ashton would. I just think that me as Ashton, like going up against Phallon, like I think that dynamic.
Are we saying switching characters or playing?
Yeah, you could.
Somebody else.
Okay.
Like being somebody else.
So you said you would be
I
action.
would be Ashton hands down.
Okay.
you know, honestly, I wouldn't switch.
Okay, I get it. But I'm saying if you
If
could,
I had to,
if you had to.
But this is why I say this is
He's like Winston
the
Corey.
only person whose role I would want to take is Phallon.
Okay. That's very good.
She
Okay.
says things that everybody wish they could say. Those, you know.
She just seems so powerful. She seems so in charge. You know?
Damo, you?
Clint.
You want me to go ahead?
Not Clint.
But you can take, no, you said take that role and put your own twist
So
on
what
it.
would you twist
You would
it?
take it and probably be a good man.
How would you twist that, Jacen?
I think Derek would probably be. He could probably do Derek.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he was going to audition.
He'd audition for both.
I was like, people were brain.
He auditioned for both.
Well, I would be Phallon. Because in the words of the Devil Wears Prada, nobody can do what I do.
Right.
Yes, baby.
All right, Halle Berry.
I would probably pick Brandon.
Okay.
I would like to pick Brandon.
Why is that?
This is a lot of emotion in this character. And I like
Yeah,
to
it
hear
is.
this.
I think he's the most vulnerable character.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that actually. What about you? Don't think
I don't think Derek's.
it's different? I disagree with that. Derek has like a certain thing with him too.
It's more naivete for Derek in the beginning. You know, with Derek, I think Derek. You know what? They both give the same different dynamics of vulnerable. I
I get more mentally stable from there.
More what?
More mentally stable.
Oh,
Like more emotionally stable.
Right.
Like even though he's hurting, it's more like when he was interacting with Jabril, it was like, get the fuck out of here.
He would not take Jabril.
Yeah, like get the fuck out. Versus like I feel that Brandon is a bit more like, I'm gonna act angry on the outside because I'm just a marshmallow.
I agree, because a lot of people love that his character, I guess, because it reminds them of them, like there's something like that in him. You?
Who would you be, Terrill?
I couldn't see nobody besides Clint. But then as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I think I could be Jabril.
Okay.
I can twist that around.